This organ is a Canadian-made organ by Cassavant, based out of Quebec. This organ, originally built in 1932, and it would have no electronic parts in it, no computer parts, which makes it a very rare commodity in this day and age. It has still got pretty much all of the original pieces in it, save for pieces of leather up in the pipe chamber, which wear out after a while and just need to be replaced.
The original building in 1912 actually had an organ in it, a pipe organ, and my understanding of the history is that in 1930 they burned the mortgage in June, early June of 1930 on the building they'd built in 1912. July 2nd there was actually a fire that devastated the congregation, the sanctuary, and most likely the city. And the roots of that fire were actually in the original pipe organ that was in this building. It was traced to a short circuit. So 5 months after that, the building was restored, the roof line changed, and then as they recovered from the fire, they realized they needed to replace the organ. And so in 1932, they contracted with the Cassavant brothers in St. Hyacinthe, Quebec, to get the organ that we have now and install the pipes and the console, and so it would have been installed in 1932.
The company is still based in Canada. They build organs and install them worldwide. There are 3 pipe organs in Medicine Hat, all built by the same company here at 5th Avenue, one at St. Barnabas, and the other one is at St. John's Presbyterian Church. All 3 of them are very unique, and all 3 of them are different. None of these organs have the same personality. So what you hear here, you will not hear in another church in town.
Certainly, we're privileged to have an organ of this size and tenor and sound in our sanctuary. We have a 40-voice choir that sings almost every Sunday. We've got a number of people in the congregation who join us and who express their thanks and their praise to God through their voices. And it's truly a wonderful thing, especially with the organ and especially in this room.
This one here is unique because it is the largest pipe organ in Medicine Hat. It has 3 manuals or keyboards on it. The bottom one is called the choir, and they're what's called under expression, which means I can control how loud or how soft they are. The top keyboard, or the top manual, is called the swell, and it also is what's called under expression too. I can, just by virtue of pushing the swell pedal down, I can make them louder or softer. I can control the volume that way. The middle keyboard is called the grate, and this is the powerhouse. This is where all your foundation stops are. The principals, the reeds, the mixtures is where you're going to find a lot of the basic stops on the grate. So if you go in the back there's a pedal pipe that is like 16 feet long, and it's about that thick. And then they just get progressively smaller as the pitch goes higher and higher. The little 2-foot pipe is probably about that big. They also are made out of wood and different kinds of combinations of metals to make the different sounds that you hear up there. They also have different shapes to create the different sounds that you hear too. On this organ, what makes it unique is the fact that it is a very romantic sound.
The reason we continue to use the organ today and to have it involved in our contemporary worship, for me, it's for 2 reasons. The first reason is pastoral. There are some people of all ages who expect it. When they come to church, they expect to hear an organ, and there's comfort there when they walk through the door. Ah, this is familiar, I know what to expect. And then the second reason is that it connects us with our history, and some hymns simply lend themselves well to being played on the organ. It's a rule of our music director that at least one hymn every Sunday is played on the organ.
For me, the organ is like going to my happy place, I find I can play it as softly as I want to match whatever mood I'm in. I can play it as loud as I want. If I just feel the need to like explode, the organ is a safe place to go for me. And it is a very versatile instrument just because of the different volumes, the different sounds, and the different combination of sounds that I can come up with. And it just, I also love the fact that when I'm playing it, I can also touch people in ways that, music will touch people in ways that words just can't.